I'm Gay.
And I'm Christmas.
And this is Gay Christmas!
As you will know if you watched our Christmas video last year,
Christmas videos.
I love Christmas so much. And from about mid-October to about like mid-January, I go into a Christmas frenzy, and then I wake up in spring covered in glitter and pine needles.
And I'm just along for the ride because I'm Jewish and I like the lights.
And I appreciate your support of me during this time very much. One of my favorite activities during this time is watching Christmas movies. And luckily for me, studios have been slowly adding gay Christmas movies into their holiday rollouts. Unluckily, most of them are bad.
Yeah, a lot of them are bad.
I decided in October to take it upon myself to find and watch as many gay Christmas movies as I possibly can.
Which I chose not to participate in because, again, most of them are bad.
And also you're Jewish.
I would have watched. I watched one with you.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Yeah, you did take one for the team and watched one of them with me because I kept getting too bored to finish it. And that was very kind of you. And then you watched another one out of the goodness of your heart.
I'm a Jewish Christmas angel.
I used Letterboxd to compile and review all of these movies, and we will put the link to the list in the description box below if you would also like to watch every gay Christmas movie ever made. Before we get into my reviews, I'd like to do a quick rundown of the movies I did not watch. So one was A Jenkins Family Christmas. This movie is streaming on BET, but I do not have that, and I couldn't find it anywhere else. It's about two sisters who come home for Christmas and find out that they have a secret half-sister, and I'm assuming one of them is gay. Chime in below if you watched it. Sounds like it could be good. Two is Season of Love. This movie has been billed as the lesbian Love Actually, so I would love to watch it, but again, I could not find it streaming or illegally online. If I can find it later, I will watch it. Three is the SYED family Christmas Eve game night, and I want to watch this movie so bad, but unfortunately it is still making the rounds at film festivals and hasn't had a wide release yet. It's a short film about a gay South Asian American woman bringing her partner home to meet her family for the first time, and the partner is played by Vico Ortiz, who played Jim in Our Flag Means Death, and it looks like a very fun little Christmas rom-com, and I cannot wait for it to become available online. Four is We Need a Little Christmas. Honestly, I'm pretty sure somebody uploaded this to YouTube, but there's a lot of movies on this list that I had to get through, and according to the reviews, this movie is nice conceptually, but kind of sad and boring, so I decided to skip it for now. But if you've watched it and liked it, let us know, and maybe I'll give it a chance. And then also A Christmas to Treasure and Merry and Gay both just came out, and I think there's another one, so I would like to watch all of those. I just haven't had a chance yet because we need to film this video and release it before Christmas. I'm gonna take off my hat because it is very warm.
Can I take Christmas blazer off?
Yeah.
It doesn't fit. Christmas blazer.
Christmas. Now for the movies that I did watch, I have sorted them into rankings of a little confused, but he got the Christmas spirit, The Yuletide is Gay, and all of Santa's reindeer lined up gay kissing each other, and that is what is generating the Christmas cheer to make them fly. It is gay Christmas kissing, and those are the reindeer games in question. A little confused, but he got the Christmas spirit, are the movies that I wouldn't necessarily recommend to everyone, but there's still some fun parts in them all, and they are all gay Christmas movies. Also, all of these are just in alphabetical order within the rankings. So number one is City of Trees. This is very clearly a low-budget indie film, and I do think that gives it a certain charm. It's about a woman coming home for Christmas and falling for a girl she went to high school with but never really interacted with, and it was sweet, and there wasn't much about it that was Christmas specific. It was kind of and it was kind of slow, so I don't think I'd really watch it again. But the highlights are, I think the acting was pretty good, and the woman starring in it also wrote and directed it, which is always cool. I'd recommend it if you want something less Christmassy and less Hallmarky, but unfortunately those are the things that I want in every movie. My rating for City of Trees is 1 Christmas tree out of 5, but 5 pride flags out of 5. Number 2 is Dashing in December. This movie wasn't bad, but it was very similar to a couple other movies on this list that I think did it better. A businessman comes home for Christmas and his mom, played by Andie MacDowell, tries to get him together with her gay farmhand, and it was cute but honestly kind of boring, and I don't know why this man kept trying to gaslight his hot mom and saying she was crazy and needed to sell her Christmas farm. This is the one that Noah had to help me watch.
I was about to try to defend it, but you do have the only good part in the highlights.
Yeah, so the highlights of this movie are gay slow dancing to Casey Musgraves and gay line dancing to Shania Twain, and I just like country music. My rating for Dashing in December is 3 Christmas trees out of 5, and 4 pride flags out of 5. Number 3 is Make the Yuletide Gay. This movie was bad and weird. It constantly felt like gay porn that somebody forgot to add the porn to. No. A closeted guy goes home for Christmas and his boyfriend surprises him by showing up at his house, and then it's shenanigans of them pretending to be platonic heterosexual pals, except the boyfriend wants to fuck the guy's dad, who is constantly naked, and every other line of dialogue is a very bad euphemism for gay sex. I would recommend it specifically to use as a festive drinking game with friends, where you take a sip every time there's a thinly veiled euphemism and a shot every time the dad's penis is out. You will black out by the end. Highlights are, I did really like the scene where they open presents and the mom gives her son's boyfriend a present, which is just dozens of candy canes, because she didn't have enough notice to get him anything really, but still wanted him to have something to open on Christmas morning, and I thought that was sweet. I give it 4 out of 5 Christmas trees and 5 out of 5 pride flags. Because it was gay and it was Christmas, it was just bad. Number 4 is A New York Christmas Wedding. I know that Noah loves this movie because of the insane ending, but I keep going back and forth on if that makes watching the first 90% of the movie worth it.
It does not.
Yeah, it does not.
I think I've seen it 3 times.
It is very boring and bland, and then there's the most insane reveal of a gay aborted Christmas angel baby, and it's crazy. I would recommend watching maybe the last 20 minutes of this movie, but I cannot in good conscience recommend the rest of it. Highlights: the gay aborted Christmas angel baby. I give it 2 out of 5 Christmas trees and 3 out of 5 pride flags. 5. Shared rooms. This is from the same guy who made Make the Yuletide Gay, and I have done a lot of Googling and I cannot find any proof that he has also written or directed porn, which is insane. Because as far as I can tell, every movie he feels like something that was thrown together when there was some downtime between scenes on a gay porn set. I'll be honest, I was working on sewing this Christmas dress while I was watching this, so I was not following it super closely, but it cut around between different white cis gay men being in love, and I could not tell any of the men apart, nor can I tell you how many of them there were, much like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think one of them was blonde. Highlights: the plotline about a couple taking in their teen nephew who was kicked out of his house for being gay was very sweet, other than the part where they gave him a jockstrap to wear. That was another time when it felt like it was gonna be porn again.
No.
The jockstrap belonged to his uncle,
No.
and there was a lot of jokes about like, haha, guess he takes after you.
No.
There's so many weird vibes in these movies, and then also when a man was reunited with his long-lost brother who was kidnapped at a carnival as a child because they were both at the same gay New Year's Eve party, except it happened off-screen, and then the movie ended, and it was incredibly anticlimactic.
No.
Yeah, it was crazy. Also...
What happened to the kid between getting kidnapped at the carnival and showing up at this party?
It's a bad...
The kidnapping part kind of... Okay.
Oh, he just thought that was his dad. And then when he was like a teenager, his dad was like, hey, bud, I think it's time I tell you I kidnapped you from a carnival.
That's a really good plot twist.
and it's insane that it was...
How is that not the whole movie?
Yeah, it should have been the whole movie. So I give it 2 out of 5 Christmas trees, 5 out of 5 pride flags. The Yuletide is gay category is for movies that I enjoyed but either weren't gay and Christmassy enough to be my favorites or they just weren't really that exciting to me. These are all ones that I would casually recommend. So number 1 is Christmas Coming Out. This is a short film about a guy who comes out to his family with the help of his favorite childhood action figure who comes to life like Tyra Banks in life size. My Letterboxd review for this one is, must a film be good? Is it not enough for a reindeer puppet to have pronouns big? Highlights, the reindeer puppet who has pronouns. Christmas, 4 out of 5 Christmas trees. Gay, 5 out of 5 pride flags. The Christmas House. This is like an ensemble Hallmark movie about a family who has a tradition of going all out decorating their house for Christmas and then doing a Christmas open house. And the first one is mainly focusing on the heterosexual brother falling in love with his childhood friend, but his brother, played by Jonathan Bennett, is also there with his husband, so there are gay people in this movie. They are there, and they are gay, and it is Christmas, so this is technically a gay Christmas movie.
And they get a baby.
Yeah, and they get a baby. Highlights, the heterosexual brother is an actor who plays a lawyer on a show called Handsome Justice, and he's also an amateur magician. 5 out of 5 Christmas trees, 2 out of 5 pride flags. 3 is Christmas on the Farm. Honestly, this would have been in my top tier if it had been just a little bit gayer because I loved it. As you may know, Christmas in Connecticut is one of my favorite Christmas movies, and this is basically a modern Australian remake where a woman writes a book about her life on a farm, and when the publishers want to visit her farm and meet her husband and daughter, she has to scramble to fake everything because she does not actually have any of those things, but she does have a gay cousin with a farm and a husband, and he lets her borrow those for the weekend, and also there's a mean little girl who lives next door who they bribe to be her daughter, and it's very fun and cute, and I liked the gay farmers so much, and I wish that they had been the main focus of the movie. Highlights are her fake husband being very bad at pretending to be straight, the rooster that sleeps at the foot of this gay couple's bed every night, and the end of movie group musical numbers set to Don't Go Breaking My Heart. 3 out of 5 Christmas trees, 2 out of 5 pride flags.
And yet that somehow sounds like maybe the best one so far.
I highly recommend it, it was very fun. 4. Every Time a Bell Rings. This is another Hallmark movie, and I thought it was cute. It's another ensemble family one where 3 sisters come home for Christmas and find that their recently deceased father left them one last Christmas scavenger hunt, which he always set up for them at Christmas when they were kids. So they have to come together to finish it for him. One of the sisters has a cute lesbian romance subplot, but I don't think her love interest was on screen for more than maybe 5 minutes. Highlights are this response to a YouTube comment complaining about the movie being too PC. And you think that your god Jesus was straight? 5 out of 5 Christmas trees, 1.5 out of 5 gay pride flags. Number 5 is Ghosting, the Spirit of Christmas. This is a freeform original one. So a lady goes on a date with the man of her dreams, and then on the way home from the date, she dies in a car accident and now she's a ghost, and the only person who can see her is her lesbian best friend, played by Kimiko Glenn, and eventually the guy from the beginning. He and her lesbian friend both have to help her cross over to the afterlife, and it's a very weird, morbid Christmas movie, but it was also very fun and cute, and I really liked it, and it was actually not primarily a romance movie. It focused a lot more on the friendship between the 2 women, which was really nice. Also, the lesbian friend falls in love with the sister of the love interest guy, who thought that they were both crazy because she did not believe in ghosts. Highlights are Feminist Santa Cookies, It's a Wonderful Life, and This Adult Woman with Undiagnosed ADHD. I give it 2.5 out of 5 Christmas trees and 2.5 out of 5 pride flags. But I would recommend it overall. I think it was a fun movie. 6 is Happiest Season. I'm assuming if you're gay and like Christmas movies, you have seen this, or at least know what it is. I really wanted to like Happiest Season when it came out because the cast was really good and Clea Duvall directed it, but I was just kind of disappointed overall. I don't hate it, but it had so much potential, it just kind of made me sad. The highlights are women. It's a lot of women.
Yeah.
I give it 4 out of 5 Christmas trees and sad face out of 5 pride flags. Let It Snow. It's that teen romance Christmas anthology movie on Netflix with a gay teen girl subplot. I know that we watched this together before, but I could not remember a single thing that happened, so I went to rewatch it and got bored before the opening credits ended, and I turned it off. I have ADHD, and I'm sure it's a cute and fine movie. I did not want to watch it again, though. I'm sorry, gay people. Highlights are gay people were there, I think. Christmas, I give out of 5 Christmas trees and out of 5 pride flags. I don't know. Number 8 is Single All the Way. Like Happiest Season, I'm assuming you've probably heard of or watched this movie. It's the Netflix gay Christmas rom-com that came out last year, and Jennifer Coolidge is in it. I liked this one much more than Happiest Season, not to pit gay people against each other, but it was cute and fun and Christmas and gay, and Jennifer Coolidge was there. Highlights, Jennifer Coolidge was there.
It was also, like, entirely funded by TaskRabbit.
Yeah. I give it 5 out of 5 Christmas trees and 5 out of 5 pride flags. If I'd had the time to rewatch this movie before filming, it might have been in the top tier actually, but I didn't entirely remember everything about it from last year, so I put it in the middle category. Number 9 is The Unattainably Perfect Gay Christmas. This one's another lower budget slice of life kind of movie about a man and his partner going home for Christmas. I don't think it's as Christmassy as the title would suggest, and I don't think I'd necessarily go out of my way to rewatch it, but it was nice, and I'm glad I watched it, and it had a lot of very tender moments, and it had that very intimate indie movie feel to it. Highlights are when they talked about how love is finding somebody to be boring with. Yeah. I thought that was really sweet. I give it 2 out of 5 Christmas trees, but 5 out of 5 pride flags. And now, the top tier of gay Christmas movies. All of Santa's reindeer lined up gay kissing each other, and that is what is generating the Christmas cheer to make them fly. It is gay Christmas kissing, and these are the reindeer games in question tier. First is Christmas at the Ranch. You know every Hallmark movie where a woman cares only about business and social media and business, and then she goes home to her small town for Christmas and falls in enemies to lovers with a Christmas farmer? This is that movie, except the Christmas farmer is a lesbian. A movie does not have to be good, it just has to have lesbians on a Christmas farm in it. I have redacted a couple points though, because Kate should have been a hot farm butch, and they also should have had on-screen lesbian sex. I give it 4.5 out of 5 Christmas trees and 4 out of 5 pride flag. 2 is The Christmas House 2. Remember the Christmas House from earlier? This is the sequel, and it's better.
This was also the only one I was allowed to watch.
Yeah, I did not let you watch the first one because the second one is better. The whole gang's back to do it all again, except now it is a reality show and there are 2 Christmas houses, one that's straight and one that's gay. It's brother versus brother as these straight and gay brothers battle it out to see who can make the most Christmas house on the block, and it rocks. Highlights.
Yeah, it kinda did.
Highlights include their parents' Christmas play, which is a social commentary on capitalism and gender roles, and also maybe an ad for Sears. The straight autistic brother having a special sequin cape to wear to propose to his girlfriend, and when the brothers' spouses just drink wine together and complain about their stupid brother husbands.
I have one also. When it's revealed that the one brother used to go around arranging people's mail.
Yeah, because he likes
sorting it by size
organizing things. The vibe is very straight autistic brother versus gay ADHD brother.
That was very much what it was. And don't worry, there is still a lot of handsome justice.
I give it 5 out of 5 Christmas trees and 4 out of 5 pride flags. Number 3 is The Christmas Setup. I was surprised by how many negative reviews there were on this movie because I thought it was very cute and fun and just overall very inoffensive. It's another very cliche Hallmark-esque Christmas rom-com where a man comes home and reconnects with his high school crush who now sells Christmas trees, and his mom, played by Fran Drescher, tries to Christmas set them up. Also, there's a subplot about old gay men who loved trains. And also this one was, I think, like, written and created by a married couple who play the couple in the movie. They're married in real life, and I think that's very sweet. Highlights are silly hats. And then I was gonna list Fran Drescher, but then the day after I wrote my review for this, she came out herself as anti-mask. 5 out of 5 Christmas trees and 5 out of 5 pride flags. 4 is The Holiday Sitter. In his third entry on this list,
I was looking him up to see what I remembered him from, and the answer is he's only in Christmas movies.
and Mean Girls.
Yeah, but I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
He's only in Christmas movies.
Yeah, he's been in so many Hallmark Christmas movies and it rocks. So Jonathan Bennett plays a fancy lawyer man who does not want children, but then his sister calls and says that her surrogate just went into labor early, so she and her husband have to scramble to go get their baby. And there's nobody to watch their kids, and it's Christmas! So he has to go take care of his niece and nephew, and he's very bad at it.
Stubble uncle.
Yeah, and he's very bad at it, and hijinks ensue, but he is saved by the next door neighbor who loves children and helps him keep these ones alive while also doing Christmas things, and it's very fun and cute and earnest and silly, and I liked it. Highlights include an unironic use of the record scratch sound effect, a man falling into a Christmas tree and knocking it over in slow motion, and Christmas sweaters. 5 out of 5 Christmas trees, 5 out of 5 pride flags. Number 5 is maybe my favorite one on the list, which is Under the Christmas Tree. I really loved this one. It was the cute, cozy lesbian Christmas movie I have waited my whole life for. So an arborist for the state comes to a small town to find the perfect tree to bring back to the capital as the official state Christmas tree for the year, and she finds the perfect one, but oh no, it is on the property of a Christmas-loving woman who loves that tree and does not want it to be cut down. Cue 80 minutes of her trying to charm this woman into letting her have her tree through various Christmas activities such as gingerbread house building competitions, romantic dinners, etc. It was really sweet and nice and cozy and Christmassy, and it's one of the few lesbian movies where the women actually look and feel like gay women and had good chemistry with each other, and there was absolutely zero conflict related to them being gay. It was exclusively Christmas-related conflict. There was just enough cheesiness to be fun, but enough earnestness to warm your heart. Highlights include, as a chicken-owning lesbian who loves Christmas in an autistic way, this movie was very relatable for me. Also, the Christmas lesbian was played by Elise, who played Laura in Camilla. So that was fun. 5 out of 5 Christmas trees, 5 out of 5 pride flags. It was so Christmas. Also the scene where they romantically put harnesses on each other so that they can operate like a forklift. And they make some jokes about nothing like a good harness in the morning. So it was really good. And finally, last on my list is Some Kind of Christmas. This movie was wild and I loved it. I went in knowing absolutely nothing about it, so I was pleasantly surprised by how weird and funny it was. It, again, follows the cliche plotline of businessman coming home for Christmas, except the business he works for is a pet funeral service. So every time he gets a call from his boss being like, you need to jump on the first plane and like get back here like first thing Christmas morning to do business, they're talking about a pet funeral service. So that's really good. He was planning to bring his boyfriend home to meet his family and to finally come out to them. But when his boyfriend suddenly dumps him 2 days before Christmas, his friend convinces him to hire an escort to pretend to be his boyfriend for the weekend. This plot is hanging on by a thread. Like, there is no reason he actually had to bring somebody home. But that does not matter because they get there and we are introduced to his little sister who is married to an elderly man and her baby is made of plastic. This is the part of the movie where I realized that this was not just a slightly low-budget gay Christmas movie streaming free on Tubi TV, it's also bonkers. I don't even want to expand on the movie much more than this. I just want you to go watch it. It's so much fun. Put it on while you're wrapping presents or something, because it made me scream. Highlights are the pet funeral service, the plastic baby, the geriatric man who just sits silently in his wheelchair the entire movie and does not move, and we'd Christmas cookies.
Do you think he's also a plastic old man?
He could be. 5 out of 5 Christmas trees, 5 out of 5 pride flags. So those are all of the Christmas movies I watched. Let us know if you've seen any of these gay Christmas movies or if you're gonna watch them after this video. And also, please let me know if I missed any gay Christmas movies. There's like a couple of things that I left off the list just because it was like very much like background characters, and also I know there's like a couple new movies that I missed that like just came out as we're filming this, so if you know of any of those, let us know. And yeah, Christmas, gay Christmas.
Yeah, the description should have a list of all of the movies mentioned here. It should also have our link tree, which has, you know, all of our social media.
Also, Christmas cards.
Yeah, our yearly holiday cards should be going out to all of our patrons who have put their address in, so double check to make sure you've done that.
Yes.
They're really good this year.
We're very late getting them out, so you almost definitely won't get them by Christmas, but
that just extends Christmas.
Yeah, it's just extra Christmas. And also, technically, Yuletide is December and January, I think. So like,
and Jesus was born in March, so like,
yeah, so
we're playing Calvin Ball.
Christmas. Gay Christmas.
Gay Christmas.
Gay Christmas.
Yes.
Gay Christmas.
Also watch my Hanukkah video.
Yeah. On Christmas.
Okay.
Bedtime, baby. I hope you sleep like a little mouse and Santa comes and brings you all the presents your heart desires, and his reindeer put their little clippy-cloppy hooves on the roof
and
kiss each other to generate Christmas magic, to fill your year with magic and Christmas and Christmas. Christmas bedtime, Christmas babies. Christmas bedtime. Okay, and now we have to... Christmas. Can we get a real quick shot of my Christmas dress?
Yeah.
Because I love my Christmas dress so much.
Well, I'm gonna say no.
It's Christmas. Christmas dress. Christmas dress. Christmas dress. It's so big that I can't get it all in frame. This is my Christmas dress. I made it myself. And it's a patchwork of all of the best Christmas fabrics I could find. And I love it. And it's Christmas. Okay, bye. Love you.